Hello, hello, and welcome back for a final glimpse at the greatest hero in the history of heroes, as Perfidious Pete plays XCOM: The Long War. And no, I'm not talking about Peter, or Claire, or Nikki, or even Hero himself. I'm talking about a true hero. I'm talking about Lucas goddamn Schwarzkopf, because not since Gilgamesh has there been a more epic champion. Little Schwarzkopf, on only his second mission, pulled off a miracle shot to deny a mechtoid a psi shield. And not only did he do that, but then he bravely leapt in front of that mechtoid's return fire in an effort to protect his comrades from harm. And further, not only was he willing to sacrifice himself for the good of the team, but he then also had the focus and the presence of mind to fling his equipment to safety, even as a furious blast of mechtoid plasma scorched his vital organs to charcoal briquettes. It was unbelievable. And just to cap off his ultimate hero status, not only did he take one for the team, but he actually survived an unspeakably horrific wound, managing to cling to life like Taylor Swift to a failed relationship until medical help could arrive. It was absolutely and completely amazing. And a performance like that deserves some recognition, damn it. And so, in honor of little Schwarzkopf's grit, determination, and altruism, I've decided to make an executive decision. One that does not include Steven Seagal, I might add, but does override Dr. Valen's choice of genetic material for Lucas, because I'm not going to have Lucas goddamn Schwarzkopf turned into another George Custer. No, sir. Badassery like Lucas's deserves nothing less than to be rewarded in kind. And so I have chosen to transform Lucas into the greatest badass of all time. The Bandito. The King of Cool. It's Mac McHugh, folks. Mac McHugh. Oh, that's right. That's right. Steve fucking McQueen is back, baby. He's pissed off, and he's ready to give some of these alien invaders a few bullets that don't include sweet-ass Mustangs from 1968. Ah, look at him in all his majesty. Makes Trogdor look like a puddle of puke. Puddle of puke. Fantastic. Welcome aboard, Steve McQueen. Damn glad to have you, sir. Damn glad to have you. We got Bullet on our team, guys. Bullet! Oh, I'm Svelly. I really am a little bit starstruck. Steve McQueen. Steve fucking McQueen. Alright. Well, let's get to scanning here and see what we can do. We got Steve McQueen on our team, man. We can't fucking lose. It's Steve McQueen. Alright, Semtex, let's see what you got. And I want you to know, even as I send you up on this intercept here, Steve McQueen is watching, Semtex. You better fucking pull something off here. You got to impress Steve McQueen, and that's a man that's not easily impressed. Also, I spent an absolute fortune on aerial upgrades, so let's see what these avionics have gotten us. We better be able to one-on-one this bad boy. This is a small one. So, of course, you immediately get shot. Alright, well, it wasn't the greatest intercept of all time, but I do give you credit. You did one-on-one it, which is what I asked you to do. And you know what? Even Steve McQueen can respect taking a good punch to the face. I mean, everybody gets to have to take their licks every once in a while. You got yours, but you gave as good as you got. So you know what? Steve will probably give you a nod if you pass him in the hallway. And what more could you want? I mean, getting a nod from Steve McQueen? I'm pretty sure I would just orgasm right on the spot if Steve McQueen gave me the hey man nod. That'd be unbelievable. Alright. Well, enough of my man crush on Steve McQueen, and seriously though, I do have a very significant man crush on Steve McQueen. That was fucking awesome. It was in The Great Escape, come on. Anyway, let's put together a team, deal with this small UFO. Now, this is a small UFO, so what I'd like to do, ideally, let's put together like a core team, some really solid troopers, and then see if we can't maybe drag a couple of rookies through this as well. We need a gunner, but I don't want to take Iron Lady Thatcher. She's our only double-shot heat ammo guy, but Horatio Hornblower Nelson, despite being just the torso, is back and also is very close to gaining a level. Then again, Shock Attack Zulu is... You know, we're going to use Shock Attack. Let's get the Hornblower here. We're going to make items available. We'll let little Horatio Nelson see what he can do as just the torso. I mean, he is looking at having to overcome some significant penalties, but I think he can do it. I mean, he was a man of determination and grit as well as Lucas Schwarzkopf, so if anybody can do it, I mean, probably Horatio Nelson. Do we want to take a sniper? We got Helen Deadeye Killer coming back in a day. 2 days for Van Thorn. Sniper would make captures easier with disabling shot. Franklin the D. Roosevelt, man, I hate to be without a D for 5 days. That's a long time to not be able to take a piss, but I don't care about George Custer. You know what? I think we'll go sniperless on this one, just because I'd rather... Actually, what we need is another sniper. We could use another sniper. Let's maybe take a rookie with a really high aim, just in the hopes of picking up a sniper. I think what we'll do instead, let's take Edgar Allan Atish Poe here. Old Atish has a couple tangible benefits for us. One, a fantastic poet and a very strong sense of personal style. Also a sweet mustache. He's got all of those things. But the other thing he has... He does have lead by example, stay frosty, and the command ability, all things which could hold us in pretty good stead. So we're going to give him a laser rifle scope, laser sight. Atish is going to reduce everyone else's fatigue time, which is good because that means we can afford to commit maybe a few of our better troopers. If we're going to take rookies, and we are, we're probably going to want a medic, so let's grab Sir Ernest Shackleton here as well. Ernie Shack's going to grab himself a laser rifle and a motion tracker. It's probably good for Ernie. We are going to need a scout as well. You know, let's take Ava Perón. We could take Mitch Pancakes Hedberg. Mitch Pancakes Hedberg is anything but like pancakes. I mean, sure, he's exciting at first, but at the end, you're not fucking sick of him. You're just as eager to get more of Mitch as you were like waffles or French toast, unlike pancakes. I think we're going to take Ava Perón, though, because we kind of need to try and get her to bump up a level. So let's grab little Ava. For Miss Perón, she has hit the 1%er as well. Never forget, Ava Perón hit the miracle shot. When we talk about miraculous shots, Ava Perón has the in-the-bag 1% hitter. So laser strike rifle, battle scanner, ceramic plating. It's got little Ava Perón sorted. I would love to take an engineer, but we only have... Tesla is the only engineer we have available. All right, so we got Bonaparte coming back and forward. Are a bunch of our engineers hurt? I mean, I know one got hurt last mission, I think, but... Dozen's back in a day. 2 days for Isaac Newton. The Knife Man is out for the foreseeable future. Louis Pasteur's hurt. Elizabeth Tudor also hurt. Alright, so yeah, we got a few injured. We got a few yeah, well, you know what? I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna take J. Robert Oppenheimer. We're gonna go ghetto on this one. We'll go for the ghetto engineer. I mean, he's nowhere near as good as an actual engineer, but he's definitely more ghetto, so we got that going for us. So, desperately poor man's engineer is the Rocketeer. Alright, so we're gonna take him. It is J. Robert Oppenheimer, who has not been completely shameful, unlike the despicable Norman Borlaug. I mean, J. Robert occasionally shows hints of competence. Hints. What else do we need? Probably... what do we got left? We got 3 slots. You know what? I think instead of taking 1 really good assault and then 2 rookies, let's take these 2 kind of lower level guys instead. I am going to give them arc throwers because this is a small UFO, so it's fairly easy for us to try and engineer a capture if a good target presents itself. So we'll go with Phalanx Armor, Scatter, Lasers, Arc Thrower. That's got Yoshio sorted. And, yeah, we'll take Ayn. I hate Ayn Rand, but I'm gonna take her anyway. So, Francis said it best. I hate Ayn Rand. I hate small towns. I hate aliens. I hate hospitals, and doctors, and lawyers, and cops, but mostly Ayn Rand. Anyway, Phalanx Armor, Pistol, Arc Thrower, Ceramic Plating. Ayn Rand is sorted, and we are gonna take 1 rookie. And in the interest of maybe catching ourselves a new sniper, let's take... someone with a really good aim and maybe not necessarily the greatest foot speed. We have fucking Peter Parker on our team? When the hell did we recruit Spider-Man? Also, it seems like if we had actual Spider-Man, we wouldn't necessarily need these teams of troopers. I mean, we could just have Spider-Man kick the shit out of the aliens. Seems like a way better idea. Anyway, yeah, 69 aim is pretty good. But Karras is pretty quick, though. If we have somebody else who has a high aim and a shittier foot speed, I wouldn't mind taking them. Like, you know... Angrianto here actually would make a pretty good sniper. Reasonable foot speed, but not fast. Good aim, but not fantastic. But also very low health. So yeah, let's go for this. And for the rookie then, it's just going to be a little bit of attack armor. By God, if it's good enough for Lucas goddamn Schwarzkopf, it's good enough for you, Angriato. Because let's face it, you're no Lucas Schwarzkopf. You're just not. Then again, who is? I mean, Steve McQueen could give him a run for his money, sure, but who else has got those kind of manly men chops? I wouldn't mind getting that second motion tracker out there, but you know what? I've actually been somewhat disappointed after my initial kind of, oh, sort of the honeymoon period with the motion scanner. At first, I really, really liked him. I was like, oh, these are a fantastic upgrade. I don't mind losing battle scanners, but having experienced them a little more,
Dropship has arrived.
yeah, it was just the honeymoon period, and that's sort of blown over, and now I've settled into the bitter, grinding, day-to-day realities of what it actually means to be married to the motion tracker, and she's kind of a life-sucking bitch. Really, I'm seriously considering about having this whole relationship annulled, because I don't think it's going to work out. I really don't. I mean, a motion tracker, and don't even get me started on her mother. Oh, God. Anyway, Operation Shattered Skull in Wisconsin, Russia. So let's head down there. You know, I should probably do like a Wisconsin city. Maybe like Milwaukee, Russia, except it doesn't really fit because Milwaukee isn't urban.
Central, this is Big Sky.
Where the hell are we?
Copy, Big Sky.
Okay, so we're in the far corner. All right, well, we've played this map numerous times. So our alien craft is going to be over here. Likely pod locations will be here, here, and possibly way back over there in that corner. At this point, if you've watched enough of these episodes, you have just as good of an idea of what's going on here as I do. So let's just get deployed, get things started. We do want to start with our motion tracker. I love Edgar Poe. He's real good. We need to actually promote a couple more officers. That's something I really need to get on board with. Probably try and remember to do that next episode. Alright, so motion tracker shows nothing. Let's move to this full cover, just make sure everything's still clear. Looks like it is. That's not unexpected. We're going to move to this full cover. Everything will probably still be clear. Yeah, okay. So we should set up to go into the ship. There could be one, possibly two pods that are going to be inside the ship. So let's start getting our forward units forward. Where's Ava Perone? If we could get Ava Perone to actually toss a battle scanner into the ship, that would be exceedingly useful for us. So let's do that. Little Ava Perone, what do you say you whip a battle scanner out there for me with your sweet bombard ability? Actually, even Ava can't throw one that far. We are really far away from the action. Alright, well, let's toss it out here, see what we get. Give me the eyes, Ava. We are really far away. Right, so we did reveal a pod. What is it? I mean, I hear the combat music, but I can't tell what it is. What are you? What are you? It is a floater. Alright. So let's set up then for a little bit of floater devastation. We got a lot of room to work with here. I mean, we can afford to get pretty damn aggressive. We got a lot of room.
Got it.
We should be able to move pretty much everyone to double move and have no fear of spawning a pod. We got a lot of ground to work with here. A lot of ground. Alright, so Angry Otto, let's get you up there. Horatio Nelson, we're actually going to have you double move, even despite your squad side ability. We did not bring a sniper, so we're going to need somebody in a forward position if we want to trigger these guys, and I'm thinking that someone is probably
Moving out.
our little friend there, the Hornblower. So Admiral Nelson is going to be sounding the charge on this one. Maybe these guys will come towards us. Oh, they're moving away. Alright, it's not just a floater. It appears there's a muton with them as well. So perhaps a little bit more caution is going to be in order. Let's skirt the whole... Alright, so if these guys don't want to come at us, and, I mean, who would? They know that Steve McQueen is waiting in the barracks, and they know that if they do anything, even slightly, that pisses Steve off, he will come out here and personally fucking kick their asses. I think what we'll do is just kind of skirt the edges here and see if we can't work our way over into the ship and maybe take out the outsider. Alright, so Ava Perone, you have low profile. We can afford to have you in half cover. Let's get you over there with some strike rifle support. Sir Ernie, is this full cover? That's only half cover.
Yes,
Alright, let's get Sir Ernie over there. Ayn Rand. I mean, I'm, at this point, pretty much willing to just throw your life away, Ayn Rand. Because you know what I'm going to do if Ayn Rand dies? Like Atlas, I'm just going to shrug, because I don't give a single shit. There's a meld canister over there we could possibly go over and pick up cheap. And if we can, we absolutely will. Get Edgar Allan Poe up here. We're going to put actually Edgar on Overwatch for us. Just in case those guys decide they want to try and come back in and get up in our grills. We'll be in a good position to deal with them. It sounds like there's a lot of shit over there. So we have several pods of mutons. Possibly berserkers, which... that's a little concerning. The berserkers could be a bit of a problem. Can anybody make it to the meld canister? If we can get somebody over to the meld... Ayn Rand, you piece of garbage. Of course you can't make it, Ayn Rand, because you're you. Alright, so again, Ava Perone. Half cover, full cover for Ava. We didn't activate anything. Let's get another battle scanner up here. I really am curious where these guys went. So let's get little Ava up there. She's going to deploy the scanner for us. This will give us a couple turns. Eyes on the enemy if we need to. We can try and set up to engage. They are all the way gone? No. I'm pretty sure I saw the floater. Or not. They are... Okay, so they've teleported completely across the map then. Let's just continue our advance.
Orders received.
This should be a safe move. I mean, all of these moves should be safe. We've got this area either under direct observation or covered with a battle scanner, so... The only thing we have to worry about is possibly triggering an outsider over there, which we should be both cognizant of and a little bit leery of. Not Dennis Leary of course, because I think the world has had pretty much their fill of Dennis Leary. They keep giving him shows, which confuses the hell out of me, but I don't know. I am not a network executive. If it was my choice, I would not let Dennis Leary anywhere near a film camera. And some of his stand-up was alright. That was like 35 years ago. Dennis Leary is like 600 years old now. Little known fact, he was actually a contemporary of Shakespeare. And Shakespeare drubbed him out of the Royal Shakespeare Company. I mean, the first one. He got drubbed out. They ran him out of the Corps for being a hack. They just like, I'm sorry, man. You're not good enough. Gotta go, Leary. Gotta go. He's like, you just wait. In 500 years, I'll put out an album called No Cure for Cancer, and then the world's gonna love me. Just you wait, Shakespeare. Just you wait. And sure enough, I mean, it took him 500 years, but he did back up his boast. Everything is running away towards the far corner of the map. Alright, so this is really weird behavior for the aliens. We can't... Are you kidding me, Yoshio? You have to run and gun to get them melted. Just do it.
Making a run for it.
At this point, I don't even care. Let's get the canister. Alright, so the canister has 9 meld in it. You might as well go on Overwatch since you used your freaking run and gun, you piece of... Alright, Ayn Rand. I mean, we could bring you over here. I don't really like your pathing, so let's try and do this a little slower and manually. I just want you to end up here without theoretically popping an enemy. Good. Ayn Rand is in position, quote unquote. Let's get Admiral Nelson over here.
Position confirmed.
Try and get him a good spot to fire from. That should be relatively good, so we should have him in a pretty good position to contribute. He's aboard the flagship and waiting orders. Little Ava, of course, still has low profile. We're gonna dash her right up here. Drop her into Overwatch. The strike rifle Overwatch. J. Robert Oppenheimer. I'm concerned that this might spawn a pod, but then again,
Orders confirmed.
having you in a forward position wouldn't be terrible either. Alright, just safe enough then. Alright, so Sir Ernest, we want you in a position of relative safety. Let's get you over there and sort of out of direct line of sight.
Moving to position.
And we'll bring Edgar Allan Poe over here and drop him into Overwatch. Let's see if these guys decide to come back or if they just continue running for the corner. Nope, they're actually moving further away. They heard about Steve McQueen. I'm telling you, these aliens, they heard about it. Even the aliens in orbit overhead, high above in their cloaked ship, heard about fucking Steve McQueen joining the project, and they're fucking running scared. They're running scared. They're like, man, you can't take a chance. It's Steve McQueen, man. It's Steve McQueen. They're running scared. All right, so this is what we were expecting. So we do have the outsider here. Ayn Rand has no shot or a terrible shot. Horatio Nelson somehow does not have a shot at this guy, which I find personally baffling, but all right.
On my way.
So let's do a little bit of Overwatch trickery. He's active. On the plus side, this should also have the added benefit of drawing the enemies back towards us. I'm actually going to run and gun here. I'm going to run and gun to this position and go on Overwatch.
Overwatching.
Angriato, let's get you up here where you will not be shootable. Would prefer you to not be shootable, but potentially able to offer some fire support on our next turn. I think we do the same thing with little Ava Don't Cry Perone. Get her over here, we'll get her on Overwatch. And if the enemies hadn't run like the cowardice bastards that they are, we could be doing some good stuff. We're gonna steady weapon with J. Robert just to give him an opportunity.
Move into position.
That was not where I wanted you, Ernest. I actually wanted you there. Thanks for not being on Overwatch for us, though. Appreciate it. And we're gonna get Yoshio. I want you... I kind of want you on Overwatch, but I also really want you in cover. I would run and gun Yoshio if I could. Instead, I'm gonna bring him over here. This way, if we need a close encounter shot, we can get one. It's Overwatch for you, Nelson. And now we're gonna get pincher maneuver, because these guys, now that we've triggered the command pod, are gonna start moving back. We may have just slid ourselves right between two slices of bread in a fuck sandwich. Possibly one of the not great decisions we've made recently, or the more... Where did the outsider go? Mr. Outsider, excuse me? Where did you go? Well, you're shootable at least. Okay, so you're right there. Now, we could get a holo target from Ava Perón. That has tangible benefits. The Outsider is not on Overwatch, strangely enough. 74% to hit with Oppenheimer. We actually can't have Oppenheimer firing rockets here. 59% for you. But we can't have Oppenheimer firing rockets because there's a non-zero chance he hits either Yoshio or Ayn Rand. Also, Ayn Rand, if we can get him injured enough, could come in for a capture attempt with Yoshio on backup. So we sort of got to try and get a little bit of Goldilocks level damage here. So let's start things off with a holo target from Ava Perón. A hit would also not go amiss, Ava. I mean, a hit literally can't go amiss, so, you know what I meant, Ava Perón. I know English isn't your first language. So this is not going well, per se.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Let's see if Angry Otto can do something here with our little rookie. 59%. I mean, somebody's going to connect eventually. There we go. 5 damage from the rook. Acceptable. Edgar Allan Poe does not have a shot here, which I find surprising. We got to get more damage on this guy. Oppenheimer, how badly can you hurt him? Reasonably badly with a pretty high... Yeah, alright. 16% chance to critical. It's unlikely to get a kill. God damn you, J. Robert Oppenheimer. God damn you, J. Robert Oppenheimer. The one time I need you to not do that is literally the only time you would ever consider even theoretically scoring a critical. Fucking piece of shit. Just when you think a Rocketeer cannot fail you any further than they've already failed you in their long, well-documented history of failure, they're gonna surprise you every time. They can't not find a way to fuck up. I mean, it's their capacity for fuck up is truly staggering. It's fucking amazing. They can fuck up a ham sandwich. You give them a piece of ham, 2 slices of bread, and they're gonna come back with like an old bread crust and what's left of a piece of fucking ham that's been stuck to the floor covered in filth with like 6 bites taken out of it. They're basically just gonna bring you back like a chewed mouthful of ham and the crust of an old piece of bread. Unbelievable. Alright, so we need to get eyes out here, and I am not at all afraid to do that by using our last battle scanner. Let's just try and make sure we deploy it in a good spot. Well, clearly that's a good spot, because there's a dude right there. So we see your shadows lurking back there, Mr. Berserker. You're not fucking fooling anyone. Alright, so we got a Berserker and what appears to be at least 4 floaters. The Berserker we don't really have to worry about cover against. Let's get
Double time.
J. Robert up. Angry Otto. There's too much half cover out here for me to be comfortable. Let's try and get our guys into full cover where applicable. So we'll have Angry Otto dash. Horatio Nelson, I mean, it says he has a shot. We know that's a fucking lie. Horatio Nelson does not have a shot. We would like him to be in good cover, however. Unfortunately, given our position, good cover, not really something we have at our disposal. Edgar, I don't suppose... yeah, actually, head up there. That's good for you. Sir Ernie? Ernie, we still want you in the back. I mean, you're the lifesaver, the heartbreaker. If anybody has to stay alive, you are the man that must stay alive. You are the man that can't be killed, the man that must stay alive. You are the linchpin, Ernest Shackleton, the linchpin of this team. Alright, so come get some Berserker. He should definitely be coming our way. Here we go. Alright. So we got 4 floaters and a Zerker.
I've got a visual.
They're gunning on us. Alright, here they come. They're activated. Alright, I actually kind of like our position here. We got 4 on Overwatch. Now, Ava Perone can see more than a few, which is somewhat disconcerting. But on the plus side, Ava Perone does have... Well, one, she's got a good shot, and also she has low profile. So we can probably hold off on Ava Perone if the need arises. Horatio Nelson actually has a couple really good shots as well. So let's get old Edgar over here. Let's see if Edgar's first shot can pull this guy a little closer to us.
Adjusting sights.
That was disappointing, Edgar. That was, frankly, quite disappointing. Alright, so he did get 5 damage. It's not nothing. It's not necessarily what we needed, but it's not nothing. We do need to pull this guy over this way a little bit. And as long as we're out of line of sight... J. Robert, what do you got? Nope. What about an aerial-based shredder rocket here? Yes, no, maybe so? Does not appear like that's going to be particularly useful. Alright. Well, J. Robert, I want you opening up on this guy. You're going to have the biggest amount of damage. Okay, this is...
Missed the target.
Yeah, we all noticed, and it's real fucking shitty. You guys gotta stop missing these high percentage shots. These high percentage misses, we've been getting just absolute tons of high percentage misses lately, and it's really starting to become more than a bit of a problem. Our rookie even resisted the panic, which is pretty impressive. 98%. Alright, well, Yoshio, we gotta be careful about his positioning because we can't leave him in the open. If we leave him in the open, he's gonna get boned. How can he not see this guy? Ayn Rand can see him. This is confusing as all fuck. I don't understand how J. Robert, or how he can't see that man. Hate line of sight in this game. I really don't like line of sight a lot of the time. Alright, so Ernie Shack, 71%. Let's see if you can pull this guy a little further into our zone of terror. Nicely done. Also 5 damage, so Sir Ernest, at least, can hit what he shoots at. Somebody getting things done for us, Ernie, and I know I don't often express it enough, but let me assure you, Ernest, I do sincerely, sir, appreciate your contributions to the team. You rarely disappoint me, Ernest Shackleton. You rarely disappoint me, and for that, I am eternally thankful. Ayn Rand actually coming through with some solid damage there. Apparently she must have clubbed him with a copy of the fucking Fountainhead.
Help! Someone help!
The panicking is admittedly less good, but... Actually, you have a shot here. We take this shot. We can definitely kill the Berserker. I have confidence that we can make the Berserker go down. We got J. Robert Oppenheimer with a reasonable shot, but also we have Oishi Yoshio here who could take the run and gun shot on what is effectively... hold on a second. This is stupefyingly risky. Now, I'm just spitballing a little here, chat. Just bear with me. We can definitely do 3 damage to this guy. Even if we have to hit him with a rocket and scatter it into our own troopers, we can do it. So there is some benefit into having Yoshio go for the capture. We can dash Yoshio to here. Oh, I've completely muddied. I did that in literally the worst way possible. I'm a dumb man. I'm a dumb man. Yeah, I'm a dumb man. That... Yep. So, J. Robert Oppenheimer, clearly not the only person who can always find a way to fuck up any situation. I also, clearly, exceed any fucking shit up category. I don't really like them shooting at you. Not at all. Floaters actually have pretty good aim. Is that Ava Perone? Alright, so little Ava Perone taking what is frankly some bullshit damage. That's kind of horseshit, actually. She has low profile, which is why I'm salty. Alright, rookie? Man, the rookie has been spot on, so Angry Otto, we actually been getting some really good contributions from Team Rookie lately. We do have this guy. We're not gonna have a shot. Somebody else is probably gonna have shots at this guy. Edgar Allan Poe has shots. Take 1 shot, Ed. Alright, so Edgar warming things up with a good 89% start. His weapon is empty, which is unfortunate. I don't want Sir Ernest in half cover. Yoshio does still have his run and gun, but that leaves him vulnerable to what is basically a very unhealthy level of return fire. I'm not a fan of that. I wouldn't mind getting Ava Perón the hell out of dodge. She doesn't have fantastic shots. J. Robert could almost certainly kill that guy with the shredder rocket. And I say that knowing full well that if I fire this shredder rocket, it will not hit this guy. So, I mean, I'm fully aware that this is not going to work, even as I do it. Even as I do it. Alright, well, at least he scattered it in the right direction. So, I mean, there's that. That guy is shredded. Do we take the chance, go for the kill? We have backup, right? How can Horatio Nelson not see that guy? Okay, I have a plan. Ava Perón takes this shot. If she misses, which it looks like she did. Or not, never mind. I was gonna say, if she misses, we could have Edgar Allan Poe give her the command, and then with the command move, have her fall back, but Ava Perón saved us the trouble by just doing her damn job and putting bullets in aliens. Thank you, Ava Perón. Thank you. The people of Argentina, thank you. I thank you. You're a great champion. Steve McQueen is gonna give you the nod when you get back to the barracks. I'm telling you, you're gonna get the, yeah, well done, man, well done. Gonna get that just slow, kind of one eye sort of squinted a little bit, kind of just a little nod with a tilt to the head, kind of to the side, the patented Steve McQueen, yeah, you did a good job kind of look. And you deserve it, you really do. Alright, so, J. Robert Oppenheimer picking up a promotion. I'm less salty about this than I would be if it were Norman Borlaug. Technical sense actually has some benefits. Opportunist, nah, screw it, let's just go for Mayhem. Let's try and make the rockets that never hit anything as useful as possible. Ayn Rand getting a promotion as well. She's going to pick up Close Combat Specialist because it's fantastic. And, oh, a little rookie. Actually, oh, he got promoted to Scout Sniper as well. That's a solid pickup for us. So we're absolutely going to turn this man into a sniper. Thank you, sir. 70 aim. Jesus Christ, you're already making George Custer look like a puddle of puke in that you've gone on one mission, have one kill, and have used your weapon twice and hit with it both times. So look out, George Custer. You're about to get demoted down to Lance Corporal. The new guy, new kid in town, and he ain't fucking around. All right. So that's it for promotions. 8 days in the tube there for old Ava Perón down in the infirmary. Not really a problem. I would have loved to have tried and captured that berserker, but, well, I shot myself in the foot on that one, sort of George Custer style. I'm sure General George would have been quite proud of me. 2 flight computers, a power source, bunch of meld, bunch of Illyrium, bunch of alloys. All positive things. Let's head up here to the gray market. We're going to sell off our extraneous gubbins. We have 6 damaged flight computers. Why have we been holding on to those? Alright, well, we don't need them, so let's get rid of them. We're up to 314 credits. Is there anything we need to do with those 314 credits before we call this one a wrap? Let's take a look. No, it's 2 days till our excavation is finished. Psionics Lab's getting closer, 13 days. Don't really feel we need to do any excavation per se. I would love to build an uplink facility, but or a satellite nexus rather, but we're missing a few chunks. Mostly we're missing engineers. How many engineers do we have? Are we close? Let's take a look. We have 40, so we need 6 engineers still. Alright. We do have some items coming off the line in a couple days. That's good. You know, with our available cash then, I think what we'll do, let's build some more laser cannons for our interceptors. We have enough to build 2. Honestly, I think we're probably just going to go ahead and build 2. This is enough to fully equip our fleet with laser cannons when all of these finish. We'll have enough for everybody, even the guys that are over Asia. I think this is probably useful. Plus, that'll let us rotate in. We can sort of use the guys that are stationed here in Asia as a bit of a bench. I mean, we can rotate them in. They can be our 6th man. They can be, you know, they can be our Scottie Pippen. When Jordan's a little tired, we can just rotate him in for a couple minutes, and then we can have them run together, and then you got the Pippen and Jordan connection, and then when one of them needs a break, the other one picks up the slack. There was a reason the Bulls won 3 triple back-to-back championships. There was a reason for the three-peat. They knew how to use their bench. So Tripper and Pointer are going to be our bench as soon as we get some laser cannons on them. That'll be good. Raven, you know, while we're down here. Hold Midas Okamura. Alright, he's got the golden touch. I'll be the judge of that, sir. I'll be the judge of that. And we've got Monk Kamanin. Alright, let's hope he's not a neurotic detective from the San Francisco era who works with Jamie Gum. Because I always thought that was a little weird. Jamie Gum as a police captain. Never made a whole lot of sense to me, Captain Stottlemyre. Though that being said, I mean, I would fuck you, Captain Stottlemyre. I'd fuck you hard. I really would. And with that said, as it wasn't creepy at all, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us, and if you'd like to see more XCOM, we post new episodes every single day, so consider subscribing as well. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.